So I'm gonna start making videos while I'm out and about, because it's just nice to have like scenery in the videos, I guess. My little idea is to just do like get clips of being on the motorbike, do like scenery kind of moving clips, then cut to like just me walking around, talking about spiritual topics and awakening and enlightenment and self-empowerment and myself and you and me and woo-wee! So, topic for today. I want to speak about the nuances. Oh shit, it's loud! The nuances, the niches, the nuances of awakening. Because it's like there's no handbook. There's no handbook on what to do after you awaken. I thought like maybe I would die or something. Maybe like my life mission would just be complete and I can just die. But life goes on. Life goes on, and there's still a body that you need to provide for if you want to stay here, and a bunch of other shit, So some of these nuances come up where it's like you're 100% complete. So certain thoughts might arise around what to do now. What do I do with my life now that I'm awake? Awake to what, by the way, right? Awake is like, yeah, we're all fucking awake. Like, hello? We're all awake. So what am I trying to say by awake like this? Awake to beyond the body, beyond the mind. That's what you're awake to. Most people aren't. They're just awake to the body and the mind. That's what they're awake to. So even though most people are awake to the body and the mind, and there's fewer people still that are awake to one's true identity, being wordless, there's certain questions that might begin to arise, such as, what do I do now? And the answer to that is probably still, it depends. For me, pre-awakening was just like a lot of smoking weed and a lot of just banging out video games. But even then I knew that's not what I wanted to do, What do I really want to do with my life? It doesn't matter whether you're awake or not awake. So whatever, your passion, your callings, your drives are all still more or less going to be, there's going to be a certain theme, My theme is like, I want to kind of just create content, educational content, but also content that is cool, is fun. That's why I was making motorbike videos, before I was making more kind of spiritual themed videos. I didn't feel like I had much wisdom or insight to offer, so I would make content out of what was around me, video games or motorbikes or whatever I was interested in at the time. My arm. Well, I think this is my and what was I gonna say? Yeah, so once I discovered that actually, it's like, oh shit, like I know stuff. Like I have things here that make sense. And if I speak about it, I know it's actually going to be really, really helpful to people, because this is the same stuff that I was looking for, and when I heard it, it really, really helped me. It just clicked, it made sense. I was like, oh, okay, this is wisdom. Wisdom is something that makes sense. And it might not even be like logical sometimes. It might not even be logical sometimes. might not even be logical sometimes, but it makes sense. Something inside you clicks with this piece of information or whatever. And so, if we can impart wisdom, or I feel like I'm getting off tangent now anyways, so your callings are still probably going to be more or less the same. I still want to make a bunch of money, and I still want to play video games, and I still like smoking weed. It's just moderated, I'm not escaping into those kind of side subjects to avoid doing the things that are truly more fulfilling, such as making these videos or putting myself out there to be more of service. Woo! And this feels a lot better. This feels a lot better than just being at home. I was going to say doing nothing, but doing nothing feels really good. So I was going to say smoking loads of weed and playing loads of video games, which sometimes I still do. Actually, I sold my PlayStation, so I can't play that many video games. So sometimes I just smoke a load of weed and I recede into this kind of version of myself that is just trying to kind of hide, like avoiding doing these things that are more important, that are more fulfilling, and as a kind of filler, basically. So it's fine, I don't mind. It's just, it becomes obvious that this is not what I feel like doing, and it's like, I could continue, but I would just be kind of lying to myself. I wouldn't be being truthful or in alignment with myself. So actually, this is another nuance, right? Beforehand, right, because this has always been here. It's like, it's not that your calling and purpose suddenly becomes revealed once you become awake. No, it's always there. The main thing is, once you're awake, you are fully conscious of what you're doing. Even if it's just subtly, some things still kind of escape you, like you can still become more sensitive to these kind of unconscious things that are playing out. But, for example, most people will blame their temptations, will blame their I don't know, whatever their defects or their defaults or their addictions. They'll blame these things, or it's not even blame, but they'll give it importance, power. It's like, oh yeah, but I've been smoking for so long. It's like, or I've got this, or I've got this other thing, and it's like, or like, they just spend a lot of money. It's like, there's nothing stopping you from stopping that, and there's nothing forcing you to do that. So you can't help but take full accountability. You can't help but feel responsible for what you're doing. If I stop smoking loads of weed, it's not because I'm going through some kind of depressive episode, or I know clearly exactly why I'm doing this, and it's because there's other things that kind of need my attention. There's other things that are more important, that are more fulfilling, and I know that if I start smoking loads of weed, I can kind of excuse myself from doing those other things. So really, it's just an excuse. Spending loads of money, or smoking loads of weed, or smoking tobacco, or drinking on the weekends, or whatever your vice is actually just an excuse from living a more fulfilling life. And most people are just there because it offers like, if you're constantly living in excuse, you feel excused from living your life. Let me say that again. If you're always living in excuse, and you don't even realize it's an excuse, or maybe you do. My arm. Or maybe you do realize it's an excuse, but regardless, you keep doing it. If you're not 100% clear that it is only you doing this, that it is you 100% of the time, that it does not matter if you have built up a habit or an addiction or whatever, you are continuously choosing to perpetuate that. What does it take to stop an addiction? Some fatal, near-fatal crash accident to put you into the hospital and forcefully stop you from doing whatever? It's like, for some people, yeah, because they might really go to that extent where they ignore the fact that this is not actually really for them. They ignore for so many years, and I'm not saying that, you know, if you don't get your act together within the next year, that you're going to have some kind of near-fatal accident to get you back on track, but it happens. And if it's not some near-fatal accident, it might just be like a sickness or somebody else passing away or blah, blah, blah. I know it happened to me, and it happens to me. I've just caught a cold now because for the past week, I've just been excusing myself. So it's my body's way of telling me, it's like, hey, you know what? If you keep going down this way, you're just going to get worse. So I'm going to give you a cold now to help you perhaps, realize, take a break from whatever it is that you're doing and do something else. So when you get sick, actually the metaphysical meaning behind getting sick is course redirection, realignment. Take a break. Analyze what you're doing. Is this really it? Bro? So that's the metaphysical reason behind any actual physical, like body related illness or disease, etc. If it suddenly just appears, it's not because you've been putting too much weight on your left toe or ankle. It's not that. I mean, it is that, but the reason why you're even putting that much weight on that left toe or left ankle is because you're probably not living in alignment in some area of your life, which throws you off balance, which puts more weight on other areas. So it's not these fucking stupid medical reasons that they give you as to why you're feeling this way. It's actually because you're not living in fucking alignment with who you are. Pew, pew, pew. It's nice to see so many people out again. So, you know, even on a wider scale, why did COVID happen? Because we were heading in such a direction, which is fucking ourselves up, fucking the planet up. The planet needed a break. Everybody needed a break. So we got a break in the shape of a flu and of a cold, but same as me, same as what happens on the individual level. An illness arises, something arises to get you to slow down. Is this really what I want to be doing? Is this really it? Ask yourself that. That's it. I just wanted to come in and give a quick little expression. Gonna make some more videos soon. So yeah, peace, love, pigeon.